Hey guys, Darth Kitten here again. Now, I've been playing a little bit of Sacred 2. I've reached level 5 on my Shadow Warrior, so I kind of made this a little bit of a milestone where I would talk about the leveling up process. So, in this game, your character has attributes: Strength, Stamina, Vitality, I don't know how you're supposed to say that, I always mess it up. Dexterity, Intelligence, and Willpower. So let's look at the details. So Willpower increases your resistance against burn, poison, freeze, and weaken. So spells and other effects. This is very good to have when you're a tank, because then, let's say you get poisoned, well, that can ruin your whole day. Your character can die, and you would have a death on your death counter. In the late game, you want to have lots of spell resistance. You'll see I'll be putting points into this as we go along. Intelligence increases the chance that a spell hits the target with full force. Magic staffs and spells will additionally increase the damage output. So this is for your combat arts. So basically your special moves. Your character has 15, I believe, special moves. Let me check here. Nope, there's 4 and then there's 3. So he has or 5 and 3. So yeah, 15 special moves. And these special moves, if you increase intelligence, will amplify how much damage they actually do. Next is Dexterity. Increases attack value slightly and defense value significantly. Increases damage dealt with close combat and ranged weapons. Yes, it does increase the defense value, but we're getting that through our armor. The big one that you want to keep up next is the Vitality. Again, I can't speak. Increases overall hit points and reduces their regeneration time. So this is basically your health. This is your health. You want to have a lot of health when you play as the Shadow Warrior. Next is Stamina. The regeneration of combat arts. So those 15 special moves, you can reduce how much time is between you doing those special moves, because there is a cooldown. You put points in the stamina, you can reduce that cooldown, allowing you to use your moves more often. This is very beneficial if you're looking for a very offensive or like aggressive playstyle with the other characters. My playstyle, I play very much as a tank in this one, you'll see here. Next is Strength. Increases attack value as well as basic damage for all close range weapons except daggers and mage staffs. So I'm playing as a melee character, playing as a tank. I will be putting points into Strength later on the road. But keep in mind, every time you level up, all of your attribute points will increase. At the higher levels, it will increase more. As you can see there, kind of on the bottom left of the screen, your attribute points. I have 4 points left. I have 40 attack, 30 magic attack, 245 hit points. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep Vitality, Strength, and Dexterity all at the same number. Okay, or we're going to attempt to. And and also Willpower. We're not going to use any Intelligence or Stamina. But like that will come later on. But we're right now lacking in Dexterity. We want to have higher defense. We need more defense. So we're going to put points into Dexterity. We're going to put all 4 of our points into Dexterity. I'm at level 5. This is very early on right now. So yes, so that is where we put our attribute points in. You don't have to do this. I would suggest if you're early starting on, maybe do Vitality. But I know what I'm kind of doing, and I haven't had to use a single health potion yet. So I'm going to put points into defense. Next is skills. Now, okay, quick mention. You cannot reverse this decision. Very key. I cannot take those points now out of Dexterity and put it into Stamina or Willpower or anything like that. Those points are now dedicated 100% to Dexterity. Same thing goes with skills. You want to make sure you choose your skills the right ones. You want to make sure you choose the right ones. So I would suggest, and I do this for all of my characters. Where is it? Constitution. I looked right at it too. Constitution. So let's look at the details. Increases maximum hit points and hit point regeneration rate out of combat. So you just regen your health points, hit points. So we're gonna learn Constitution. I always do this for all of my characters on the first skill. So we now have learned that. As we can see here, we have increased our hit points by 14, and our regeneration rate is increased by 5.8%. Now that every time I level this up, I will get more hit points, or when I put more skill points into this skill, I will get more hit points, and the regeneration will increase. Yeah. Alright, we're going to choose a second skill. Alright, now it is important to mention, and this is kind of complicated, you have to commit 5 points into each section. So for instance, I have to commit 5 points into defensive skills in order to unlock spell resistance. The red text in the middle of the screen says requires at least 5 points in skills of this group before you may learn this skill. So I have to put 5 points in the Constitution, or I could put 3 points in that, 2 points in that, or I could do 1, 1, 1, 1, and I could just do another one. But I would not recommend that. So what we're going to do is we are going to increase our armor. This is going to be our second skill. So we have more health, and we will now have more armor. So now increases armor protection and reduces the encumbrance penalty caused by armor. Grants the ability to wear higher level armor. Armor bonus plus 9.9%. Regeneration time bonus from armor is negative 16.6%. And item level without penalty is now level 5. I put points in this. I can increase the level of armor that I'm wearing. We're going to learn another skill. This time, we're going to learn combat reflexes. Now, the reason why I stick with all of these defensive skills early on is because I'm a tank. So, increases the chance to evade hostile weapon attacks and reduces the chance to sustain critical hits. So you think, he's like, I don't really care. I've got so much defense. I've got so much health. Well, now they can't hit me. Okay, let's do that. So now, I have more health, I have more armor, and they can't hit me. Or if they do hit me, it's not going to be for a whole lot. So that makes, I am now a tank. I am officially now a tank. So now we're going to put points into this. Now I usually like to keep it balanced, putting points in the Constitution first, and then I work my way down, because I do in order of importance. I do health, armor, and then dodging. And yes, you could do this in any order that you wanted to, but keep in mind, you only have 10 skills that you can choose from. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 10. And you have to make sure that you choose them correctly, because you see, there is no reverse option. I cannot take away combat reflexes. Alright, now let's look at combat arts real quick. We'll make this a 10-minute video. So, what we're going to look at is we're going to look at the buffs. We're going to talk buffs right now. There's Grim Resilience, which increases the hit points and higher willpower. So basically, you have more health and you take less magic damage. But the regeneration time of all combat arts is increased by 32%. It takes, there's more time between you doing your special moves. The cooldown is longer. You get 20 points to willpower and 75 more hit points. Reflective Emanation. Yeah, basically any kind of attacks are then dealt back to the attacker. And another Allegiance, which is my Shadow Army, which are the little green guys walking around in the background. They are basically, yeah, there goes one right now. Basically, they're my soldiers. They bend to my knee, and I can put points into them, and right now they're level 7, I'm only level 5, so they're dealing out quite a bit of damage. And you can modify the buffs and any of the combat arts to improve them, which we'll get to when we reach higher levels. So yeah, that's my 10-minute mark. I will see you guys next time. Adios. Hopefully this video helped.